This is going to probably be a couple part series because I got to upload 10 minutes at a time. So we're going to start working with charcoal. What you're going to need to do is you should already have a photo resource or a collection of photos that you can pick from that you would like to start with. I don't care if it is a dog, a pet, cityscape, landscape. The main thing I want to teach you is using charcoal and understanding it, because you're building. That's the big thing with charcoal, is you're going to build. Watch what these drawing boards, I really would love new drawing boards, because there's texture underneath. If you have texture, it's going to make you a very bad day. There's people got glue on here, paint they didn't wipe off, and that all adds texture, and that's going to mess with your drawing. I already got a bad spot here, got a bad spot here because people did not clean it off. So I'm going to try to find the best kind of location where I'm going to have my stuff. All right? The first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your charcoal paper and you're going to prep it. And prep it is you're going to tape it down to the board. Alright, you're going to tape all corners. You want a relatively, go about halfway using the tape, half on the paper, half on the board. You're going to put one spot down, that way you can measure a little bit, bring it down, rip it off, and rub your hand across. Do not use your nails. I don't know if you can see this, but then it binds better to the board. We want to be able to take it off easy after we're done. Alright? And you're just going to go around, and you're going to do that all around the board. As you can see, if you do it my method, it doesn't take long. And everything should look nice and tidy. You want to go over and try to either tear off as careful as you can hanging pieces. If you can't, grab an extra set of tape, tape it down so it doesn't become a problem. Tools you're going to need to use. We're going to mix with some white charcoal on there. You're definitely going to need some kind of erasers. We don't have a large variety of charcoal, but I do got some vine. And vine is what you want to start off with. And we have this thick, really dark charcoal. There should be a medium one that we use. We're going to use this for our base. This is going to be our shadows. And of course, the white charcoal will be our highlights. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to set the tone. And this is how a majority of charcoal goes. This charcoal is going to be very brittle. You can use it for light sketching. You can use it for finer details. Okay. You want to grab a stick. Bring a Ziploc bag so you can keep track of your stuff. I'm just going to break it in half. It's real easy to break. You're going to take one part of the stick here, and you're just going to rub it over the paper. And some of you are thinking, my God, why? Well, we want to get that texture, the shading on all the paper. Alright? Once you have it fairly lightly covered like I got here, then you're going to take it down so it's not so intense. And you're going to smooth it out. With your hand, with the towel, I don't care how you do it. Don't be using my pencil blending stumps though. Okay? Your hand's going to get dark, so make sure that you grab some paper towels ahead of time. Alright? And then you're going to use the vine. You're going to take a look at your picture. You're going to lightly sketch stuff out. You're not going to go with the dark yet. You're going to be building up your darks. And you're going to be taking away your highlights. Alright, so I'm looking at this. And it's going to be really easy. Because I got basically a straight line where stuff is. And I got a tree line right here. Kind of goes down, builds up. So I'm just going to put like a tree line. Alright. I can darken that in a little bit. Just kind of seeing where stuff is. I have some clouds. So I want to kind of emulate my clouds there. Get a little darkness, and I can blend that out a little bit. So I know where my clouds are. Darken the tops of my trees. And I'm just trying to get kind of where everything is at. And trying to get that texture where everything's at. I'll have a few clouds kind of wisping away. Darken that up a little bit. So you can see how I'm building a lot of my stuff. You're just building the darks. Your biggest problem is that you don't want to be heavy-handed because you're going to get charcoal all over the place. And you just be building your darks. You want an impression of kind of what you're building. Now you'll notice that I'm trying to keep and I'm getting a taper. That way I have more surface area on one side I can color in pretty fast. And if I want sharp lines, all I gotta do is flip it over and I can get nice sharp lines with my charcoal and get a finer line work. You want to keep that in mind when you're working with charcoal because you might need that fine line work. And then you can take the flat surface and add some in and make things pop out with that high contrast like I just did there. Okay. And then I can start drawing, like I'm going to have grass here. So I'm just put some lines down, basically for the grass. There's a stone on the side. So I'm kind of put a stone there. Like another stone. And then another rock. Okay. And I have another island over here. Put that island there. And this has like a bunch of circles. I'm just laying down the foundation. I'm not getting any detail. I'm just putting placement, and that's the first thing you want to do. This is all placement. This is the end of the first video, and I'll make a second.